All right, folks, speaking of counties and speaking of all the great things, they were also a part of a story we did a little bit ago that we want to make sure we show you. It's called Ode to Understanding. This one held on the campus of Florida State University at Ruby Diamond Auditorium, and an unbelievable sight because a full orchestra playing incredible music, and in the middle, a great message. Take a look at some of the great sights and sounds of this event.
I am Sheriff Walt McNeil of the Leon County Sheriff's Office, and it is my pleasure to facilitate a discussion after that great piece we all just enjoyed. And here on the panel, engaged in this discussion, we have the composer himself, Joel Thompson. Joel, you wrote that it was the death of Eric Garner that led to the birth of this piece of great music that we've just heard. That it was then that you understood, as you quoted, "The color of my skin is a capital offense," unquote. Tell us more about the emotional experience that led to write this symphony and what you call, quote, "a sonic diary entry," end quote.
Yes, the piece was born of grief, pain, fear, anger, and really those emotions were, I feel, side effects or sort of resonances from a friction between expectation and reality. So when I saw the YouTube video where Eric Garner, his life was being taken, my expectation in that moment was, surely there will be a formal charge, an indictment. The officer will at least plead guilty to at least involuntary manslaughter. A jury of his peers would be assembled, and they would figure out how to dispense justice in this situation. But the reality is that America, it seemed to me at that time, that was unwilling to even take that first step. So that the grand jury chose not to indict the person whose actions led to the death of Eric Garner. And so it is in that space that I decided, now I feel all of these things, what is the best way to express that? I can go the easy way, and you know, we've seen the easy way throughout, you know, the country right now, from Charlottesville to Ferguson to Berkeley, all from coast to coast. Or I could choose a different way. I could use this craft, this abstract medium of expression that we call music, to explore the nooks and crannies of grief and the anger and the fear that I felt, and to sort of dig in my soul, take it out of myself, look at it, and figure out how to move on from it. So I chose that option, and that's how the piece was born.
The road to bring this symphony right here to Tallahassee today, it started almost 2 years ago. I don't believe that was a smooth transition for TSO as well. Can Byron, you and Patrick talk about that journey that brought it here?
Sure. It was an arduous journey, but it is one that I think was needed.
When we did have the discussion, you know, let's face it, we live in a divisive society right now, and this is a piece of artwork that is genius. But there's folks out there on the right and left who may want to try to hijack it and use it for their own political gain. And so that was a concern. Why do we want the TSO to be in the middle of that? But the TSO has a mission that we want to be more than just good music in a great community. We want to break down barriers and have a collective conversation for the betterment of our community.
Getting here, there was a conversation, Amanda Stringer, the executive director of TSO, she wrote, quote, "If we are brave enough to recognize and explore our personal reactions to this powerful piece of music, we come to understand ourselves better," end quote.
And there you have it, folks. Ode to Understanding, an incredible event. Thank you to all of the participants who allowed our cameras in to be there, and a big thank you to Leon County, who was a big part of that event. All right, we're going to commercial break, and as we do, folks, let's hear a little bit more from Ode to Understanding.
Child may need